Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you are doing well back at your homes. Dear students, in the previous lesson we were talking about the diffusion, and today we are going to talk about and to learn about a special kind of diffusion, that is osmosis. Dear students, what was diffusion? Diffusion was the net movement of the molecules from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentrations. Osmosis is basically a special kind of diffusion because in osmosis there is a net movement of the water molecules involved. Dear students, in osmosis the net movement of water molecules from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration through a partially permeable membrane. Okay, in the diffusion we weren't using this term partially permeable membrane, and there was not the obligation for the water molecules. But in the osmosis, the word osmo means water. In osmosis, there is the movement of the water molecules from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration through the partially permeable membrane. Dear students, partially permeable membrane is a membrane which allows some selective molecules to pass through it. Remember students, when we were discussing the cell membrane, we have discussed this terminology, that is partially permeable membrane, because our cell membrane is a partially permeable membrane. Another example of partially permeable membrane is whisking tubing, which is used in the dialysis machine, and that whisking tubing is the partially permeable membrane which has a very tiny holes that allows only water molecules to pass through it, but not the other molecules that are present in our excretory waste. Okay, so that was all about the definition of the osmosis and the partially permeable membrane. So dear students, let's try to understand about the osmosis with example. Here you can see in this box there are two kind of solutions. The left side has a solution and right side has a solution, and these two types of solutions are being separated by a partially permeable membrane. Dear students, solution is made when solutes and solvent unite together. Okay, that red particles, they are the solutes. This is the solute, and the red particles, they are the solutes, and the water is the solvent. So it has the different concentrations. The right side has different concentration and the left side has the different concentration, because the right side has more solute in it and the left side has less solute in it. So in comparison, which of these sides has more water molecules? Of course, left side of this box, this box has the more water molecules as compared to the right side, because there is less concentration of the solutes in this box. So water will move from, as in this box water molecules are high and solute molecules are low, and in this case the solute molecules are high and water molecules are low. So the water molecules will try to move from the left side to the right side of this box from the partially permeable membrane. Dear students, in this case water molecules easily can pass through the partially permeable membrane, but the solute molecules cannot pass through the partially permeable membrane. This is how the partially permeable membrane works in case of osmosis. Dear students, to elaborate this or to explain this simple diffusion doesn't work properly in case of osmosis, but sometimes what happens, it can also be explained by another way, that whenever a solute is added in a solution, as the solute has the tendency to attract the water molecules, it will attach with the water molecules and will occupy the water molecules. As there is a more solute, it will there are possible chances that it will occupy or attract the more water molecules towards itself. So it will slow down the movement of the water molecules. As compared to the on the other hand, the water molecules can move more freely as compared to the right box. Just this free movement of the water molecules is called as the water potential. Dear students, remember, pure water has a very high or the maximum water potential. As we add the more solutes in it, the water molecules or the water potential will lower down, as the water molecules will slow down because they will attach with the solutes. So in another way, we can define osmosis as the movement of the water molecules from the solution of the higher water potential to the solution to the lower water potential through a partially permeable membrane. This is how we can define the osmosis in another way. Dear students, I hope you have understood the lesson. In the next lesson, we will discuss about the osmosis in a cell, in an animal cell. Till then, take care of yourself and the people around you. Allah.